Yeah. What up, my people? I go by the name T-Rhyme, aka the stylish rapper, aka Conshon, aka Fire, aka what I say, BBB. You watching Davcadotv. Keep it locked. Don't go nowhere. Alright.
Conduct the interview in Manodzi language, but Mixed Master Garzy is here with AJ,
yes,
so we're going to hear that story.
Celebrated music engineer, producer, the man behind some of Stonebwoy's timeless hits, and the one who won for Audio Engineer of the Year 2024 for the hit song Manodzi. Mixed Master Garzy. Now let's start off with the horns, as Stonebwoy ended off with. How did you create that? What inspired it? How did you know the sequence and what to do?
So, you know, it's a great record. So definitely, as Stonebwoy was saying, you know, the record was recorded like 6 years now, and then we finished the whole record.
Yeah.
And I wanted to submit for the album, but Stone said, no, as usual, there should be something on, something crazy. I said, okay, let me just sit down. I think I was in Belgium then when you called.
Okay.
And I sat in my room and I just opened the computer and I was just trying to create something up because we already did a magic on Ghpage, which has something like that. So we felt like, you know, we have a connection on when it comes to songs like this, and it's spiritual. And then looking at where we are coming from, because I'm also an airway, so looking at where we are coming from,
the song
you know, the elements of our culture, you know, has to speak in that. Because so I sat down and I started creating that vibe. So, you know, I played a couple of them, trying to come up with something, and I got the right one. Okay. And I sent it to Stone. So that day he even tweeted like, yo, there's something crazy, this horns. But people didn't really understand what was going on.
Right.
So until today, you know, we knew that it was a big record and it's going to do magic for us.
Now, what is your creative process like? How do you get into the groove to start off a new song?
Me, actually, it depends, you know, at times, depends on the feelings or the things around us. At times we see things and then we try to put them into existence.
Okay.
Like, you know, we can be walking on the streets, we can be seeing what people are going through, or you can just see somebody, you know, vibing on something. It's okay, something like this with this tempo can work. So mostly I work with things around, things that is going around me, you know, to create magic.
Now, talking of creating magic, you created magic for so many different artists. Yeah. From like 2014, 2015, thereabouts all the way through. That's when you officially started putting out massive hits for us to know and recognize you.
Pull Up was like 2011 or 2012.
Oh,
so
really?
That was
even earlier.
Yeah.
And you've worked with everyone in the game, but who would you consider your favorite artist to work with? And I'm going to put you on the spot there. I'm assuming that you may say Stonebwoy, but no. Who do you find that kind of connection with and is effortless?
Yeah, so as you say, Stonebwoy is number one, as usual. Because, you know, as we all started from way back, you know, from that Sharma Tama thing. And trust me, we all went to the same school.
Did you?
Okay. And I think on that night, you know, big ups Tema Methodist Secondary School. That night, Davcadotv is from Tema Methodist, and he also won an award. So, you know, my dads are doing great in there. And so, Eno is from Tema.
Yes.
So we're doing great. Stage A.
Okay, all right. Clearly, the school breeds talent.
Yeah, so it's been great. So, you know, we connected way back from, you know, when we all started from the, you know, from the street. You know, we meet at studios, we talk, you know, and even with that song Pull Up, we are the studio. I said, oh, Sto, let's do something. Sto said, okay, let's do some freestyle. So I was just playing the piano, and it was like freestyling. So that's where the song starts with, you know, with pianos and everything, and then
it starts. Okay, so
yes,
that's
two different tempos. Like so, with the piano thing started, and A DJ Pull Up, and it entered. So, you know, we have had that connection from way back, and you know, almost all his projects have been on, you know, either produced or either mixing and mastering or finishing the album and everything. So we have that connection, and it's been cool, you know, and we've worked from several angles, like from the home, when we travel, some of the records that we did, we did it in the studio, like we might meet in like an apartment or a hotel, and then we just knock that
and then makes it happen.
Yeah, so
what are the 2 things or 3 things you have to personally do before you start off a hit record or any record?
Me, I don't. That's what I say. I don't really do anything. I think it just moved me with things around me. When I feel like, okay, this is Or sometimes I can just wake up and say, today I have to play something. And this beat I have to play, I have to give it to this artist or that artist, and then that is it.
And you know exactly what it is. The spirit just comes through.
Exactly.
But speaking of the industry and dealing with artists, what are some of the challenges being an audio engineer, record producer in the Ghanaian music industry?
Yeah, with the challenges, I think really it's not really from the artist, it's just from the industry, because, you know, as a producer, when I work with an artist, there's some sort of agreement and things that we all need to go through. But basically, they also didn't experience that when they are also coming up. So it is the whole system that we need to make sure that the system works. So when it becomes difficult, but it only happens when you as a producer understand that, okay, it is not really from the artist, but it's from the system. So you try your best to adjust with the system. So I've been one of the favorite producers that every artist can, you know, work with, because I make sure that I understand everybody's, you know, situation at that time.
Yeah, I love that. Would you ever consider putting out your own hit records as Mixmaster Garzy on your own?
I have a record with Stone, which is wild. We dropped it around 2015, 17.
Yeah. Would you consider bringing that back?
Yeah,
doing that vibe?
Yeah, I'll consider that. I already have songs that have been recorded, but you know, I think this year will be great. I need to put something out.
Okay.
And then also look out for some new talent on the records.
Aha. So how do you search for new talent? Maybe someone's at home who really wants to work with you.
Yeah, at times before I try to pick up with a talent, I think I need to have an encounter with you and I mean go through some, you know, grooming processes to feel, to also direct you with something. And through that direction, I might really fall in love to maybe work with you, because when you don't have those directions, it's difficult. So because the talent is just like 1% of it, you know, what comes around it is the whole work. The 99 is where the behavior of the person, the character, because we've been here that we've supported artists that at the end of the day, nothing came up. So I think it's time that when we have that talent, we put them into grooming and, you know, advise them and counseling for them to understand the process of how this thing is done. So,
like
yeah, you know, if you're an artist, then you will be able to hold on to those processes, then I think you'll be good to work with me.
Okay, I love that. Now, let's talk about the night. Audio Engineer of the Year 2024 for Manodzi. How was it like when your name was announced? Tell me about that moment.
Yeah, so I was just waiting for that announcement.
Yeah.
For that category.
So you knew that you had gotten it?
No,
at
you
that
know,
point?
I was having like, positive, like
Okay.
90%, because I know that this is a record. Because when I looked to the category, there was one or two that I think, okay, this is a record too. But, you know, when they say a record, how the record is doing and how it was created. And, you know, the whole thing about the record, you know, from it being on an album, it having an international, and it won like the international collaboration. So I know that, you know, this is a record. So I was even at the backstage, you know, trying to help one of the artists to, you know, come on stage. And then I just heard the news, what? So I even came from the backstage to the stage and I was like, yo, you know, it's been a pleasure, because, you know, we've been here for some times, and then when the work speaks for itself, we just need to accept that.
Absolutely. Finally, you said 2024 is your year.
Yes.
What big plans are we expecting from Mixmaster Garzy?
I think this year I need to put some few artists together. You know, there are some artists that I'm looking forward to push them through. And also my own project, as you were asking, to put some of my project out. So the people should just watch out. You know, I'll announce them soon on my platforms and see those artists. And, you know, I'll need your support to push us out.
In fact, me and Bella will do more. We appear on the songs. Like, I think, maybe dancing. We will do.
No, I think Bella will be in
Are you sing?
Yes, next year I'm competing with Stonebwoy for a ticket.
Hey, come on.
Oh my word.
Yes.
That was an interesting conversation.